Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. In our earlier video programs, we have discussed about different techniques that we use for selecting a sample by using the probability sampling method. Specifically, we have discussed about the simple random sampling technique. We have discussed stratified random sampling technique, then multi-stage sampling, systematic sampling, and we have also discussed the cluster sampling technique. Today in this program we will discuss about certain techniques that we use for selecting a sample by using techniques which come under the non-probability sampling method. So friends, before discussing the specific techniques that we use for selecting a sample, especially for conducting educational research, under non-probability sampling method, let me to recapitulate again that what is the concept of non-probability sampling. Okay, as already we have discussed in our earlier programs about the probability sampling technique. So when we talk about the concept of probability or the sense of probability or the chance, we can say that each and every unit of the population are having equal chance to be selected for the sample. So this is the main concept of a probability sampling, means the chance and the probability of every unit of the population will be same. Okay, so let 100 units are there in a population, and when you are using any technique under probability sampling method, you will find that the unit 1 of the population, the chances of selecting first unit of the population will be 100 if the size of the population is 100, and the chance of selecting second unit of the population will also 100, and the chance of every unit of the population will be 100. So here every unit will get equal chance. Okay, but when we talk about the non-probability sampling, so here you see the chance factor, means equal chance, same probability will not be maintained. So we can say that the units of sample are selected in a non-probability sampling method at the discretion of the researcher. Okay, so you see it depends upon the purpose of the research, it depends upon the judgment of the researcher. Okay, as you are the researcher, you will decide that how many sample unit you will take, and what is the process of selecting those unit and how you will select. Okay, so let you have to take 100 unit as a sample. So how you will select the 100 units? Okay, so whether you will go for a random sampling. If you are going for a random sampling, then definitely it talks about the probability sampling method. And if you are not selecting the sample by using the random method, or by stratified random method, or by systematic sampling method, so purposively or based upon certain purpose, or if you are selecting the sample incidentally, okay, so then you can say, or by using your own judgment, so you can say that you are selecting this sample with the discretion of the researcher. Okay, as per of the researcher. So here you see you are giving space to certain biasness in non-probability sampling. Okay, it depends upon the researcher's biasness. But when we talk about the techniques that we use for selecting a sample by using probability sampling method, means we are not giving any space for bias of the researcher. But here in non-probability sampling, you are doing a type of error, so that you can say a sampling error, because you are not using any random method, any probability method. But many a time, so far as in view of your research problem is concerned as a researcher, and the nature of the problem is concerned, and the nature of the population is concerned, so many a time it is not possible to select a sample by using the probability sampling method. So that's why being a researcher, what you are doing, you are selecting your sample by using certain technique which come under the non-probability sampling method. So friends, let us now try to discuss that what are the different specific sampling technique that we can use for selecting a sample by using the non-probability sampling method. So you see, we use, especially in the educational research, we use four types of non-probability sampling techniques. They are, first I will say that the snowball sampling, then second is quota sampling, third is incidental sampling, and the fourth is purposive sampling. So I repeat it again, try to remember. First is the snowball sampling, second quota sampling, third incidental sampling, and fourth is purposive sampling. Okay, so we can use this four technique for to select a sample by using the non-probability sampling method. So friends, in this program now we will focus upon one of the non-probability sampling technique, that is the snowball sampling technique. So let us try to understand the concept of a snowball sampling technique, and we will also discuss the process how to select a sample by using the snowball sampling technique. So friends, to discuss the concept of snowball sampling technique, you see, the very term that we use in this sampling technique is snowball sampling. Okay, snowball, SNOW, snow. Okay, snow means, you see, you can say means snow and ball. So if you throw a ball on the snow, so what will happen? When the ball will move, then you will find that the thickness of the ball, means the snow will absorb in that ball and the thickness of the ball will increase. So the concept of snowball sampling technique, which comes from here, it means you do not have, as a researcher, you do not have any idea, about the sample, about the population, about the number of the population, about the existence of the population, about the address of the population, but you somehow, by using any technique, you will find out the first unit of the population. Then after, what you will do, getting the first unit of the population will help you to get other unit of the population. Okay, so that's why we use this term snowball, means when you will throw a ball on the snow, you will find that the snow will absorb by the ball, and the thickness of the ball will increase. It means by using certain technique, first you will get the first unit of the population, so then after you will get the subsequent units. So you see, you have started the first unit of the population, then simultaneously you will reach 800 units of the population, 50 units of the population, 200 units of the population. So friends, now let us try to discuss that how it happens. So you see, many a time it is difficult to access the sample because of the very nature of the member of the population. Okay, so you see, where is the member exist, what is his or her name, okay, what is his or her address, where he or she stays. Just like you see, when we talk about the simple random sampling or any probability sampling, you see, probability sampling is only possible, or specifically the simple random sampling is only possible when you are able to list out the population. Okay, so you are in a position to say that what is the size of the population, and what is the existence of the population, what is the address of the population. Okay, so you have all the data about the population. So that's why that helps you to select an adequate sample by using certain technique from a you can say countable number of the population, defined number of the population, listed number of the population. But here it is not like that. So many a time you see, the size of the population, you do not know the existence and the exact size of the population, who are the members and what is their number, you do not know. You see, let us try to take certain example so that the things will more clear. Here you see, as I have said, that identifying the first unit of the population in snowball sampling technique, that too will help you to get other units of the population. So how to identify the first unit and how it helps to get other units of the population, let us try to discuss. And first I will take one example. Let you want to to identify the people involved in various antisocial activities. You see, in our society you will find many elements those are involved in different antisocial activities. Okay, so specifically if I will say that you see, in the metro cities, even if in the small cities also, district level cities, in the state headquarters, nowadays you will find that you see people are using smartphones. Okay, many a time you are traveling in metro, you are traveling in city bus, you are traveling in auto rickshaw. Okay, so yeah, you are standing, you are moving on the road in a city. What happens, you will find that someone is coming and they are snatching your mobile and running from there. Okay, you are not getting them. So there are certain mobile thieves that they are in every city. You see, if you lodge a complaint about the thieves, about let somebody has taken your mobile, stolen your mobile, then how the police department, how they will reach at the thief, because they do not know that how many thieves are there, who has exactly snatched the mobile and where he stays. Okay, so this is a type of the criminal department, the police department. Okay, so they do such type of things, they do such type of sampling. What they do, first of all, by using any technique, first they will try to reach at the you can say at least one mobile thief. Okay, many a time you will find that at least a single mobile thief they caught red-handed. Okay, so they are the target now. So what they will do, what police department does, they take the interview of that thief and by using their technique, they ask to the mobile thief that who are the other persons who are involved in such type of activities. You see, so when the police impose upon the thief, then one or two name he may or she may says about one or two name, means other thief. So what you will do? So first you targeted to one unit of the population. So then after you are getting idea about two other units, to other persons, to other mobile thieves. Okay, so police, what they will do, they will again reach to another two persons, then again they will ask them. Okay, then there is the possibility that because they work in a gang, they work means it is not the activity of a single person, they have a definite gang. So from there they may get another names. So in the order of a chain, they started collecting data or collecting sample from a single unit. Okay, and the single unit told another two names, and the other two persons, they took name of another few persons. So accordingly, you see, it started from the single unit, then simultaneously you see it goes increasing, it grows increasing, just like snowball. The thickness of the sample is increasing, so it may reach at the number 50, it may reach at the number 100. So many a time in the newspaper or in any media, you might be getting such type of news that you see in a city on and around 200 mobile thieves are there, 300 mobile thieves are there, 20 gangs are working. So how police department getting such type of data? So they are getting such type of data by using a snowball sampling. They are targeting a single person first, and from that single person they are reaching to other target populations. So that's why, friends, many a time, if you do not have idea about the population, about their address, about their existence, so you can use a snowball types of sampling technique. Let me to give another example in the school context. Many a time what happened, as a teacher, if you are a teacher, or even if you are not you are not a teacher, still then you can understand it. To identify students those are mischievous in nature in the classroom, you will find that many students are there in the classroom, they always involved in different types of mischievous activities, okay, to create problem in the classroom, to create problem for the teachers, even if to create problem among the peers, among the friends, okay, a type of indisciplined behavior. And nowadays you will find that students, they are what they are doing, they are using mobile also in the classroom, or even if in the school campus, they are motivating others, they are making a gang. So many type of mischievous activities you will find even if in the school. So as a teacher, how you will know that how many students are there, those are involved in such type of activities, okay. So you can appoint a spy in your class, okay. What the spy will do, he or she may take at least one name who are involved in many mischievous activities. Then when teacher asked to that student about the mischievous activities, he or she may text another name, okay. Sharon madam, I am not alone, and with me other students are also there, in other sections students are also there. So they are taking another three four names. Then teacher, again teacher is asking to those students, so from there they are getting another names also. So accordingly, you are getting a group of students, a number of group of students, maybe 20, maybe 30 in the school, that those are involved in such type of activities, creating disturbance, creating mischiefs in the classroom, in the school, okay, making groupism. So friends, by using this snowball sampling technique, you can conduct a research. Initially, as a researcher, you didn't have any idea about the exact size of the population, but by using this technique of snowball, okay, by getting the first unit of the population, you are reaching at other units of the population, and you are conducting your research. But you see, this is a peculiar types of sampling technique, okay. So many a time, you see, it depends upon the nature of the problem, what type of study you are doing, whether you are getting a clear picture of the population or not. If you are getting a clear picture of the population, then definitely you will not take a snowball sampling technique. But when you are not getting a definite picture of the population, about their size, about their existence, about their number, then by using this technique you can identify the first unit of the population. Then after targeting to the first unit, you can reach at other unit of the population. But let me to say that whenever you are conducting a research by selecting a sample using the snowball sampling technique, the result that you will get, you cannot generalize the result, okay. But you cannot generalize the result means, you, even if you do not know that how many other units are there in the population, what is the exact unit of the population, because they are not recorded. It's okay that you got 50 mobile thieves, you got 100 mobile thieves, but that is not the absolute number. Their number may be 120, 150. So that's why you do not have any clear idea of the population here. And the second thing, you are not doing any type of randomization, just like what you are doing in the probability sampling method, okay. In probability sampling method, you have the definite unit of the population, and you are taking 10%, 15% or 20% of the sample, okay. So randomly, by doing the lottery method, or by adopting the random table method, you are selecting a sample, okay. So each and every unit of the population, we are getting equal chance to be selected for the sample. But here the things are not like that. First of all, you do not have a clear idea about the population, about the size of the population, about their address. And second, you are not selecting the sample by using any randomization method, because you do not have idea of the population. When you do not know the exact size of the population, exact number of the population, exact name of the population, then how can you select it by using the randomized sampling method? So that's why when you are not doing randomization, so the results that you will get, that may be a result for that purpose, for that research purpose, but you cannot generalize the result of your study if you have selected your sample by using the snowball sampling technique. So friends, I have already said that this is a special types of, this is a peculiar type of your sampling technique, and if your nature of the problem is like this, and if the nature of the population is like this, that you are not getting any idea of the population, if sufficient reason is there, sufficient purpose is there, sufficient cause is there, that you should use a snowball sampling technique, then you can adopt this technique. So friends, by using this snowball sampling technique, you can select a sample, you can get certain unit of the population, and you can conduct your study. In our next program, we will discuss the other sampling techniques that we use, that's come under the non-probability sampling method. Thank you.